It's so gross. I put 100 boys and 100 girls into a sausage factory, and today we're going to see who can pump the most sausage. Mr. Beast, no, that's gonna get you in trouble again. But it's sausage. But there's connotations behind the word sausage. Same way with calling a child VTuber banana. Banana. Yeah, do you know what she could do with that banana? Yeah, don't make children VTubers. Go fuck yourself. No, that technically is a YouTube thing. There was this VTuber company that was going to be debuting a literal child. Like, a literal 9-year-old as a fucking VTuber. And thank God everyone had the moral high ground to say, we don't want that, because they've halted the production on that. Finally, the internet did something right to protect children. We're finally moving the right direction. And like, you had a bunch of people talking about that. It's like, well, the child can't consent to it. That is 100% true. A child cannot properly give consent because all you have to do, and this is a genuine thing coming from a parent, all you have to do if you want a child to agree on doing something, offer to get them something if they do it. That's literally it. If you don't want a kid to do something, and you are trustworthy of that child, like say for example, the kid is your kid, all you gotta do is tell them, you know, you can say yeah to that, or you're allowed to say no to that. And they will go with whatever the fuck you want them to go with. Children are so fucking impressionable. Why the fuck would you want to get them into a space where it's nothing but toxicity and sex? And every here and there you see a ray of sunshine that's just a normal fucking person. No, the model was a 9-year-old, and the person that would be running the model was a 9-year-old. This company was from somewhere over in Asia, I think. Like, they're like, we went through all the direct things, and they told us, like, we went through all the legal shit, and they told us that we were allowed to do this. I'm like, in what fucking country is child labor legal? Oh yeah, that's right, there are a lot of them that still are. But still, online? Like, look, I know people are dumb, and they let their kids go on Roblox and spend IRL money, and they let their kids on TikTok, and they let their kids become TikTok detectives and all this weird-ass fucking shit. But do we really need an actual child in VTubing? Hi, Geki Robo. I think it was Thailand or something. I don't know, I kinda like Maxer and Seth. They make some pretty funny game reviews. I mean... yeah, but like, dude. Children VTubers? Hi, Gonzo. I don't think I would want a child being here. Maybe it's the parent in me, but I feel like that's very disrespectful. Like, they were like, oh, there's gonna be a person who's like a mentor figure on with her. I'm like, dude, if a picture of that child goes up and it's an official render of the model, in 5 minutes, someone will make porn of it. And you know how fucked up that is, being that it's not just the depiction of a child, which I've already said it's no. I don't like that. I think that's gross. I mean, people can call Lolly whatever they want to call Lolly, but look, when it's an actual child, like, puppeting the model, I don't think you should be fucking doing that. Like, at all. Not in the slightest. Like, if it's, like, a chick who's, like, pretending to be petite and has really small tits and acts, like, fucking childish and they're not actually a child, I think it's fine. But once the moniker of, oh yeah, by the way, she has a baby bottle, she has a binky, she says goo goo gaga, she talks in baby speak, like she talks like a literal child, I don't want to fucking see that. That's why I had such an issue with the Lollipop chick, because everyone was like, oh, it's just lollies. I'm like, dude, my child literally had the fucking body depictions of all of those fucking models at some point. Because you know how, like, babies look? Like, they're fat and dumpy. They don't really start looking like a person. Or, well, they kind of look like an alien, but you know how kids look sometimes. Like, when kids are growing up, they look like fucking aliens. And all of the depictions of the Lollipop girls, yes, including the fucking head size, by the way, those were the literal growth, like, what is it? It's parameters, right? It's not an aberration. Yeah, like, dude, do people not realize that babies look like fucking bobbleheads? Like, do people not realize that kids, for the most part, until they're like 9 or 10, I'm gonna also throw in like later 8, because now Daisy at least looks like a person with how much smaller her head is compared to the rest of her body. But like, do people not remember that kids literally have gigantic fucking heads until they're like 8 or 9 years old in comparison to their body? Like, dude, these things literally look like fucking aliens. And then you got this lolly group that's like sexual, as well as stating that their ages are around like less than 6 years old in some cases. Like, dude, you look the part. Don't play the sex act. Like, this shit is a fetish in the first place. You should have kept it in the bedroom. And I'm happy that most of them have either moved on or done whatever, because apparently while doing that, one of these bitches was pregnant. And then people started blaming people, saying like, well, this person made a video of it, so their entire community are the ones that sent death threats. Like, no, no, no. You got death threats long before this shit because you were sexualizing children. Don't act like you weren't. You were. And unfortunately, with shit like this, I feel like anyone who's trying to come into the space as a younger person, let me say this. You should not. Do not become any form of content creator until you know that you are mentally ready, but especially do not become a VTuber until you are mentally fucking ready, because this shit will kick you in the balls so fucking hard, you'll forget that you don't even have testicles, it just fucking hurts. Do you know how vicious people can be online? I know a lot of us do. I know a lot of us are older. We know how fucking insane some people fucking are. Would you really want to bring a fucking kid into this shit? Like, I don't like the kid play shit, but at least some motherfuckers were adults. They were just freaks. But Banana was a literal child that they were trying to bring into this shit. I don't think that should be allowed. Like, I think it was Thailand. I don't remember 100% off the top of my fat ass. But, oh my god. It's just like, dude, keep kids out of this shit, man. Like, we've seen how bad kids can get fucked over by this shit. You guys know about Ryan's World? That dude is not able to actually be a teenager because of his fucking parents. The internet as we know it is a mistake, because the internet was made for porn. Grab your dick and double click for porn, porn, porn. We should not have kids on here. Hell, dude, even back in the day, like in the 2000s, on fucking NASCAR statistic websites. I know this because my brother and my dad are the ones that are in this story. My brother and my dad got internet. This was in the early 2000s. And they went to a NASCAR fucking statistics site, like how well people were doing like in the playoffs and everything. And there was immediately 15 or so porn ads. Just on this Safe for Work website. And you really think that kids should be allowed online now? Dude, we have them worse. We have them so much worse. Because now, it's not just pop-up ads, it's ads that you'll get on Twitter. Because I've got an Adam and Eve, sex, NSFW ads over there. I've got an sports effects. I've got an NSFW ads over on this website too. Throw a hot dog down a hallway. Let's not forget the sex toy ads. Let's not forget about the sex AI chatbots. I'd rather not. Let's not forget about the fact that a fuck ton of kids just got fucked over on DeviantArt because of Sonic Inflation Fetish and like all that shit too. Also, so many slutty gacha game ads on YouTube too. It's insane. Like, trust me, the kid only watches like any shit that I'm watching on YouTube. She does not get her own fucking YouTube shit. Fuck that. Like, if I'm watching some shit, she wants to come downstairs and chill. She'll sit there, watch whatever the fuck I'm watching and shit. And we'll be clean. But I am not letting her have free reign on the computer. Fuck that. The only thing that she gets free reign on is the Nintendo Switch. We don't have online on that. Because that's where she plays her games. And then she also has her TV. But the thing is, her TV does not have the ability to go on the internet. Her TV is one of those fucking Roku TVs, where it's like, I have downloaded onto the TV a couple of, like, you know, like Freevee, the Roku TV thing, things that you don't have to pay for that emulate cable TV. That's the main shit that she has. Like, she has a couple of apps on her tablet and stuff. It's mainly stuff for, like, Pokemon, stuff that you don't gotta pay for, all that kind of shit. Like, I've made great extents to make sure that it's like, hey, stuff isn't hidden behind a paywall. And then she has a couple of games on a phone that she has at her grandmother's that is basically the same shit. Like, I was like, if you're gonna download anything, you make sure that it's not behind a paywall. I'll check the DMs in a sec. Make sure it's not behind a paywall. Make sure that it's not a pay-to-use app or anything like that. Just make sure that it's okay. If it's an educational thing, make sure that the reviews are okay, and you'll be fine.